this content is for those genuinely interested in men's rights. It covers complex, controversial topics that may not suit a general audience. If you're not part of the men's rights community, this video isn't for you, so feel free to tune out now. I'm Conrad Riker, a writer and advocate for fairness, dignity, and respect for men. This movement isn't about division, but addressing systemic injustices in divorce, family law, and societal expectations. Inspired by hardworking men unfairly stripped of their rights, I write for balance and justice. Together, we can change the narrative. Please like and subscribe if you appreciate this video, as it will help get the word out to those who need it. Thank you, please relax and enjoy. This is an excerpt from War on Men, How Feminism Demonizes and Destroys Masculinity. War on Men, How Feminism Demonizes and Destroys Masculinity is an ebook available in all good stores. If you're a man who's ever felt like society is rigged against you, this book is for you. If you've been shamed for being masculine, blamed for problems you didn't create, or treated like a disposable ATM, you're not alone. I've been there too. I felt the frustration of being told to man up while simultaneously being demonized for doing just that. I've seen how feminism has twisted the narrative to make men the villains in a story where we're actually the victims. This book is my response to that. It's a wake-up call for men who are tired of being pushed around, silenced and stripped of their dignity. I wrote this book because I've lived through the war on men. I've seen how the system is designed to exploit us, from the legal traps of marriage and divorce to the emotional manipulation of the toxic masculinity narrative. I've watched as men are told to be vulnerable, only to be ridiculed when they show weakness. I've seen how the fatherhood crisis is tearing families apart, leaving children without the guidance and stability they need. And I've felt the loneliness that comes from being told that your natural instincts are wrong, that your strength is toxic, and that your role in society is obsolete. This book is not for everyone. If you're a feminist, a social justice warrior, or someone who believes in the myth of gender equality, put this book down now. Go read something else. This book is for men who are ready to face the harsh truths about the world we live in. It's for men who are tired of being told to apologize for their existence. It's for men who want to reclaim their masculinity, their power, and their place in society. Inside these pages, you'll find the tools you need to fight back. You'll learn why gender equality is a lie, how feminism has taken over society, and why men are naturally suited for leadership roles. You'll discover the legal and emotional traps of modern marriage and divorce, and how to avoid them. You'll understand the double bind of toxic masculinity, and how to break free. You'll explore the evolutionary biology that proves men are natural leaders, and you'll find out how to combat the male loneliness epidemic. This book is your guide to reclaiming your masculinity and taking control of your life. The war on men is real, and it's time to fight back. If you're ready to wake up, take the red pill, and reclaim your rightful place in society, then this book is for you. If you're not, then put it down and walk away. But if you're a man who's tired of being pushed around, silenced, and stripped of your dignity, then read on. This book will change your life. With the introduction completed, we are jumping to an extract from the book. The media is a powerful tool for promoting feminist ideologies. Men are often depicted as incompetent or harmful in TV shows and movies. Examples include sitcoms where men are the butt of jokes. News outlets frequently highlight issues affecting women while ignoring men's issues. Social media platforms often censor male voices that challenge feminist narratives. The media perpetuates the idea that men are inherently toxic. Advertising campaigns increasingly target women as the primary consumers. The media's portrayal of men contributes to the gynocracy. Men must create alternative media outlets to counter feminist dominance. The media's influence on public perception cannot be underestimated. The gynocracy uses media to control and shape societal norms. Men must be aware of the media's role in their marginalization. The fight against the gynocracy includes challenging media narratives. Men are not born toxic. They are made toxic by the narratives that surround them. This statement, often linked to critics of modern media, highlights the main problem. The media, once a neutral source for information and entertainment, has turned into a tool used by the gynocracy. Watch any sitcom, and you'll notice the same overused stereotype. The clumsy, clueless husband who can't even boil an egg without causing a disaster. Shows like The Simpsons, Family Guy, and Modern Family have profited by depicting men as incompetent, lazy, or even dangerous. These exaggerated portrayals aren't just harmless humor. They influence public opinion. When men are consistently shown as the issue, it's no surprise society begins to believe it. News outlets are no better. Take a look at the headlines. Stories about women's issues dominate the airwaves. while men's struggles are brushed aside. When was the last time you saw a major news network cover the rising suicide rates among men, or the fact that men make up the majority of workplace fatalities? These issues are ignored because they don't fit the feminist narrative. Instead, we're bombarded with stories about the gender pay gap, or toxic masculinity, terms that are being debunked time and time again, but are still pushed as gospel. Social media platforms have become the new battleground. Male voices that dare to challenge feminist orthodoxy are often silenced. Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram have all been accused of censoring content that doesn't align with their progressive agenda. Men who speak out about their experiences or question the status quo are labeled as misogynists, harassers, or worse. This censorship creates an echo chamber where only one side of the story is heard, further marginalizing men and reinforcing the gynocracy's control. Advertising is another tool in the gynocracy's arsenal. Look at any commercial and you'll notice a pattern. Women are portrayed as savvy, independent, and in control, while men are either absent or shown as clueless buffoons. This isn't an accident. Advertisers know that women make the majority of purchasing decisions, so they tailor their messages accordingly. But in doing so, they perpetuate the idea that men are unnecessary or even harmful. The media's portrayal of men isn't just a reflection of society. It's a deliberate attempt to shape it. By constantly depicting men as toxic or incompetent, the gynocracy reinforces its dominance. Men must recognize this and take action. We need to create alternative media outlets that provide a balanced perspective. We need to challenge the narratives that are being pushed and demand fair representation. The media's influence on public perception cannot be underestimated. If we don't fight back, we risk being erased from the conversation entirely. The gynocracy uses the media to control and shape societal norms, and it's up to us to break free from its grip. Men must be aware of the media's role in their marginalization and take steps to counter it. The fight against the gynocracy includes challenging media narratives and reclaiming our place in the public discourse. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your interest in War on Men, How Feminism Demonizes and Destroys Masculinity, available in all good bookstores. Please like and subscribe. Thank you and God bless.